I rise as chair of the Legislative Native American Caucus to present ACR 163, which designates the month of May as California's Missing and Murdered Indigenous People Awareness Month. In recognition of this times, we've had a series of events moving forward in this last week, where missing and murdered Indigenous women continue to move forward the issues in the state of California. We continue to bring awareness around these issues as California Indian leaders and people. The crisis is still in front of us, where data and statistics show the true need is there, with over 930 missing in the registered data. We have 84% Native American people that will experience violence in their lifetime. 4 out of 5 Native American women have already experienced violence in their lifetime. 56% have experienced some form of sexual violence. Homicide is still a leading cause of death amongst California's First People, where 38% have been unable to get resources at an early age. This is disheartening statistics, as we know that these statistics are being underreported. The need to form resources to combat this is in front of us, to make sure that this body continues to move forward. A task force to be able to look into these areas that are high statistics, high data, that anywhere else in the state of California, if people were suffering at this statistical data, task force would be assembled to root out the cause. This week, there has been awareness around this crisis. We had a tribal leadership dinner Tuesday night, and a blessing before we move forward and talk about these issues. And with the support of the legislature and the body, we were able to light the Capitol Dome red on Tuesday night to bring awareness around it, with several of our colleagues attending. Wednesday, we had a press conference to bring out these statistics to the state of California over and over again, and to raise the voices of California's First People. We had a Native American Affairs Select Committee hearing where we discussed issues and identified issues and brought solutions forward. This body has been instrumental in championing issues such as the Feather Alert and forming positions within the Attorney General's office. And those legislative components are more reactive to the situation that still plagues California's First People. What came out of the hearing is that we need to be more proactive, especially when we find out that the pipeline from foster care system and ICWA, Indian Child Welfare Act, that red flags are showing as early as the age of 10, but yet the lack of resources are not there. That then contributes to the missing and murdered Indigenous people here in the state of California. Last night, we assembled again on the West Steps. With the support of this legislature and this body, we lit the dome red for the second night. Last night, more than 1,000 California Indian people showed up to have their voices heard. This body continues to lift those voices and to make sure that those voices are being heard. But does it truly have to take those types of areas and conferences to come together to admit and to come to terms with a horrid past in the state of California? Issues that we're still facing are issues that came at our people in 1850 with the taking of our children, which still is happening today in 2026, still facing the same issues of trying to get justice for murders against California's First People. I believe it's time that the state truly atones for its horrid past of enslavement of California Indian people, stripping of lands, and continuing to bring justice for those that go missing and are murdered. We're not talking about 1850 anymore. We're talking about a diversity caucus that's in here today, talking about these issues on this floor. And in the year 2026, we still remain one of the highest states in the nation of not even bringing justice or investigating crimes against Native Americans in the state of California. We need to change the mentality of the state of California, that in 2026, we start to see California's First People through the lens of respect and honor, and bring closure to the missing and murdered Indigenous persons crisis here in the state of California, and honor California's First People. We continue to work hard on these issues. We continue to ask for partnership and allies, making sure that the voices of California's First People does not continue here in the state of California. We have an opportunity to make that change and to change the mentality of the state of California, not through the lens of 1850, but through the lens of 2026. I ask for your aye vote.